Gather up, Task Force X. I want the flashback here in one piece, so pay attention.
In order for us to retrieve the flash from the Skull ship, you will first need to remove the data vault's defenses, reveal the vault, and defeat this Brainiac iteration.
Hear all of that? I hope so.
When I run the show, I get results.
Total destruction.
Honestly, it's
Y'all
in
got
the
a
name.
gift for that, don't you?
I may have burned too bright.
Did you see those resistors move? Like they could help maneuver their evolution.
Let's transfer in an orderly fashion and emerge in one piece, please.
Welcome to yet another disturbing. With the hard work well underway, all you need to do is destroy the giant gun.
You heard the tech support. Get to it, Task Force X.
Covering fire!
I suspect Brainiac's engineering is form over function. I look forward to
I
testing.
suspect Brainiac's engineering is form over function. I look forward to testing my hypothesis.
This firing sequence is reminiscent of a Kaluan game you wouldn't understand.
Don't get zapped by that laser wall!
Boomerang, let us be together!
Collateral damage doesn't concern me. I'll be starting over with your
We
planet.
can repurpose their own remains against them. So efficient.
My warriors, the ideal scenario is the Earthlings do no damage. Let's change up the variables. A new firing pattern for Task Force X.
Look alive! Energy weapon firing! There! Procure the Terminot biomatter. Fill up on Terminot residue. Back to the target.
Feed on brains.
My systems need some, and I will adjust my approach next time.
A warning, Task Force X. Those mines are quite lethal. Try not to touch.
Gathered enough specimens. Now begin the biohacking.
Such disregard for biomechanical expertise.
Get those Terminatrons, people!
Lasers inbound.
the beam. Wonderful. I want to study its effects on your remains.
Relocated.
Like a damn missile!
Step back, please. Let's see what's evolved from this terminal pairing. Well, a new bomber. Fire away. It won't be enough. A terminal has transformed into a bomber. It's beautiful, really. This firing sequence is reminiscent of a Kaluan game you wouldn't understand.
Collected enough Terminaut remains. Time to redirect at the target. Better restore my systems.
Lighten up my brain.
Here, Terminaut debris ready for sampling. And throwing.
A new bomber has evolved. Follow his directives. We'll stay out of his way.
My target.
Wall of death!
My weapon has gone quite mad.
Very efficient. That's 4 tags.
Yes, excellent work. Now, if you could all move along to your next objective with minimal pauses, that would be excellent.
Seems like I need a quick recalibration.
Providing support fire.
I'm banned from several casinos. You'll have to ask Nora why. Too hot to handle.
Covering fire.
After a comprehensive study of the guard's behavior, I would recommend near constant movement.
This weapon is targeting
Avoid the
entirely
aerial
random.
mine.
You told me to embrace chaotic variables.
That wall means pain or death. Avoid its touch.
Deadshot is the current target.
Terminaut detritus is ripe for the taking. So take it! My resources are dwindling.
Diving for a meal.
Target at sight. You don't breathe.
The weapon's exposed. I'm sure you'll attack it now.
Time to stick the landing.
Hold on. My systems need some adjustment.
Deploying aerial mines. Enjoy them, Task Force X. Battlefield evolution. Let's all welcome our new bomber.
Retrieve that Terminaut waste. No whining. I seem to be forming forming a bloodthirsty habit.
Impressive kill count, Dr.
I have an abundance of term not remains ready to launch.
Those results.
A death ray? Really? Come on!
You're only riling up its targeting software.
Victory, Victoria, your name is in the game.
Bombardment! Get to cover! Pack has identified the Terminot remains for us.
Detonating the start!
That's plenty. I should get these alien guts back in circulation.
I would like to test out these aerial mines with their earthling bodies.
Cannon reveals its weak point. Punch a hole straight through. The living weapon's suffering. Better put it out of its misery.
Bombs away!
Oh, Task Force X. I've run a refresh on the firing pattern.
I have an abundance of term not remains ready to launch.
Going in on freezes. Firing on boomerang.
Let's see what's evolved from this terminal pairing. Well,
Gather as much of the Terminot remains as you can carry.
Shooting the big shell!
Bad news. The cannon's angry. Good news. I'm angrier.
Well, look who's...
Got my welcoming party right here!
Freeze is my target. Later.
Better restore my systems. Another goon deployment. Well, let's get to work. Send these back to their maker like the last batch.
Bring me the flash. Kill Brainiac, but bring me the Flash.
He may be somewhat disoriented when you find him, so handle him with care.
You heard the doctor. With care.
Resources are dwindling.
So far from home, with just a Promethean security blanket for safety.
Approaching our next objective.
Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. Alright, good enough for me.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
Picking on freeze!
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. I modified this Kryptonian thunderclap. Feedback is greatly appreciated.
This one.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. Not to worry, I spiced things up just for you, dear squad.
That is why you call it an expert.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
Headshot is the current target.
You know, if you did more cardio instead of genetic engineering, you'd be keeping up.
Let's consider the other side of the equation now. Not much variation here, but there is potential. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you?
Gonna slam dunk.
Seems like I need a quick recalibration.
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. Ah yes, I can see the variables much more clearly now. A perfect opportunity to introduce a new element.
Bombs away! Target practice, that's all that was.
I come bearing gifts in the form of your sin. Not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler and much smaller. Let these cool a bit before you barrel into them.
I may have burned too bright.
A different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes. I tried to research this move of the Kryptonians. You Earthlings are disgusting. I made changes. A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
Seems like I need a quick recalibration.
Powering up, boomerang. And there goes the cockatoo.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. A little quick preparation first.
Firing on boomerang!
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks, especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you. I should always try to begin with proven theory. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you?
Seems like I need a quick recalibration.
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. And yet you foolishly persist, for days on end, mind-bendingly incomprehensible. You might think wind would be less combustible, and yet... This occurs naturally on your Earths. Who comes up with these?
This one is mine.
A perfect opportunity to introduce a new element.
Hold on, my systems need some adjustment.
allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now. Don't worry, I'll have this done in a language breakthrough. I need my answers, and I will unite once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances.
Reese is my target!
You would benefit from some individualized tutelage.
I may have burned too bright.
My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience it. Ultimately. This data is beginning to give diminishing return.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow. I'm not really used to getting winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in jail?
I've adjusted the phasing array so they can choose the terms and conditions of their own suicide missions. Godspeed, Task Force X.
Reminds me of a heist, Nora and I. Yes, I'll keep it secret. I believe that I am the most qualified to use something this powerful.
You rise above your many limitations.
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.